Hi, Cheryl Ilov here, still sharing FemiNinja fit tips with you to keep you moving during this time that we're all kind of like sequestered and stuck at home. You might be wondering, how am I going to stay in shape? Gave you a couple of tips the past 2 weeks, and one of the things that I would really recommend today is get on the ball. And no, I mean that seriously. Get on the ball. If you have one of those big exercise balls, either rolling around in your garage or in your basement that you haven't used for a long time, now is the time to pick it up and start playing with it. Just make sure it's safe, because if you've had it for a long time, you just want to make sure that it's still inflated and it's safe to use. And the first thing to do with it is just sit on it. But you want to make sure that you're safe. So you don't want to do it in a place where there's a lot of sharp edges around, obviously, like tabletops. I always like to recommend to my clients to take it into a place either by a bed or by a couch, so that they have something soft that they can lean into or catch themselves if they roll off the ball. But one of the things, there are so many benefits, great benefits about sitting on the ball and using the ball. One of them is it improves your posture. Just by sitting on the ball with your feet on the ground, it works your abdominal muscles, your spine muscles, your core strength, your balance, your reflexes, and your flexibility. So just by sitting on it, you're getting so many different systems of your body working. It also improves your circulation, gets your lymphatic flow flowing, and it also stimulates your brain, because all of a sudden you're sitting on an environment that really isn't stable. So that gets your nervous system really interested and curious about what you're doing. So it actually improves not only your cognition, your mental status, it actually even helps you feel better. It lifts your spirits. It helps with your mood. And once you feel like you can sit on the ball just comfortably, start rolling around a little bit side to side, maybe forward and back. And as well as the safety issues, you want to make sure that the ball fits you correctly. So when you're sitting on the ball, you want a 90-degree angle from your feet to your knees and your knees to your hips. So you're really sitting in what we call a neutral position or neutral posture. If your ball is too small for you and your knees are coming above the level of your hips, it's going to round your lower back and it's going to put more pressure on your vertebral discs, and we don't want that. If the ball is too big for you, your knees are going to be below the level of your hips and it's going to arch your back, putting way too much pressure on your lumbar spine and your SI joints. So that's why it's so important for it to be at a 90-degree angle. So once you feel comfortable sitting on it and doing your little shifting side to side, forward and back, you can even start to make little circles, like hula circles, with your hips on the ball. Very gentle, very slow, and that's really going to help mobilize your hip joints, your low back, and it actually even mobilizes your knees and your ankles as you're rolling around on the ball in that gentle little way. Again, safety is the number one thing I want you to keep in mind. And once you're comfortable with that, you can start adding just gentle bounces on the ball. And I remember when I was still a chronic pain patient, and I had that horrible back injury, which had me sidelined for 2.5 years. And somebody finally put me on a ball just to sit on. And it just immediately lifted my spirits, because I felt like I could move. And then when we started doing gentle bouncing, it was almost like being a kid again. So all of the benefits of sitting on the ball with the posture, the abdominal, core strength, all of that flexibility, balance, reflexes is exacerbated and just exponentially challenged as you do the bouncing. And so you're going to get even more benefit. So just sitting on the ball for a few minutes a day, doing some gentle bouncing, is going to do so much for your core strength, your balance, your posture, your flexibility, and your mental state. Because, kind of being stuck at home kind of makes us a little crazy after a while. So get on the ball, have a really good time with it, be safe. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to message me. I would love to be able to help you out. So have a fantastic day and bounce around. See you next time.